Welcome to another session of Fire Starters. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Today I am with a triple threat. Hey, Robert, Miss Burr.
Hello.
Okay, please introduce yourself, Robbie.
Me?
Yes.
I am Robert Weinek, and I am the lead for Department of Mutant Vehicles, DMV, also the lead for Outreach, and I do the Artefactory exhibition. I'm usually known as Ms. Nesbitt on site.
Yes.
I wear a nice chiffon dress. I'm one of the founders of Africa Burn, which was when 2007. Yeah, just been involved since the beginning. In the beginning there were just a few of us, and then we did a lot of jobs. And then as the years went on, we kind of specialized, and so yeah, my main thing is outreach during the whole year, which is outreach for the Tankwa, basically, for Tankwa community. So outreach, we've got a very close relationship with the school. There's one school in the Tankwa, it's called Elandsveld, yeah. It's got about 40-ish students. So we support the students with 3 meals a day. And most of that is actually thanks to all the burners who on Kelkasso Day give all their leftover food to the collection. So we collect enough dry goods and tin food that basically 40 kids can get 3 meals a day, 5 days a week for the whole year. Also subsidize 2 of the teachers there. Then we also help with the library. The Tree of Stories donated the solar power to them, so now they can have extra fridges and an air conditioner in one of the rooms, because it's very hot there. So that's part of our program. And I think the last year also what we did is we made a deal with the Cartos Association that some of the young students could do an online course on how to look after cart animals.
Yeah.
And then they actually get a certificate. It's quite a long course. It takes about 2 weeks to complete. Not 2 weeks full time, just online a few hours every day. So that course has been completed by one of the kids. We've always got programs and ideas, and we have our dreams. I mean, one of the dreams would be to build a community center somewhere near where we are. Somebody has said they would give us a piece of land at the halfway cut style. A piece of land that we could build a community center on. So that's one of the things that's on the cards for the future. And we're also now going to help at Dadur to have a pre-primary school for grade R's there, because there's 5, 6, 7 kids that are pre-primary. Outreach work is not something that one should, make a big flag and blah blah blah. It's they call it poverty porn, and we just keep very far away from that sort of thing. So we try and keep sort of under the radar. We've got a Facebook site, and Brian every now and again sends out stuff that we've done, so people can see that we're actually doing something. But we generally try and do the things quite quietly in the background.
How would one best maybe donate their
donations would always be great. I mean, on our website there is a place where there is a donating thing where you can donate. You just have to say that it's for outreach, and people can donate their millions to us. But sometimes we do call on our outreach and on our newsletter and stuff. We do ask people for contributions. But generally we try and just stay in the kind of budget that we've created, and the budget comes basically out of the tickets we sell. The percentage of the ticket sales goes to outreach. So basically the people who are buying tickets are subsidizing this outreach.
grow for you being involved at DMV?
I've always had fine art training. I went to university and studied fine arts. And I found the fact that mutant vehicles are a form of like kinetic art, moving art, very exciting. Yeah, so for me mutant vehicles are kinetic art. It's something that came from Burning Man. Burning Man initially they called them art cars, and they were just cars decorated, things stuck on them. But then they realized that maybe what's more interesting is actually making them into mobile artworks, so they don't look like cars. So the thing is that mutant vehicles should try and not look like a vehicle. And what it does, it just transforms that landscape when you have these huge, weird things, giant ducks, and all kinds of things moving around and doing things. I find that very exciting, and it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of hard work. It's a lot of hard work building a mutant vehicle, and then also having it on site is hard work, but it's a lot of fun. It's very satisfying.
How long is the procedure? Obviously, there's an application where you apply.
Yes, the whole process of registering a mutant vehicle is quite complex because mutant vehicles are dangerous things. They can hurt people, and they have, and they can kill people, and they have at Africa Burn. So our job is to make these things as safe as possible, and then also make the drivers and the operators of these things as aware of the potential problems that these things can cause. So it's quite a complex process to license mutant vehicles.
Oh, this is an extra license.
Yeah, it's like licensing a car, and then the people driving the vehicle also have to go through a lot of processes to understand the complexity and the dangers of this thing. You first have to do an online application, then you get a license thing, and then from that, then you have to actually bring the vehicle to site, and then we register and license the vehicles on site when it's safe. So it mustn't have any sharp things to it. The driver needs to be able to see where they're going. If they don't have the driver can't see, then what we do is we ask them to have people that are called walkers, and then also conductors, people who can then watch out
for
the edges, just in case they get into dangerous territory. And so we run a on-site registration site where mutant vehicles have to come, and they have to come first in the day to be looked at, and if they want to drive at night, they have to come at night again to see that their lights are actually what they're supposed to be. We're on Welcome Road on the circle, and the vehicles come there, they get checked out from us, and then they get a license sticker. And then when they come back at night, they get a nighttime license. DMV camp is quite a big camp, there's about 40 of us. And they all volunteer to do shifts. We also have our own kitchen. We have our own solar system so that we're actually independent from the Orb's power supply. We have our own setup completely, and then all our people then do shifts to do registration, schooling, patrolling. So we have several pipe cars that go out during the day, patrolling and just making sure that the schooling people that the mutant owners are behaving themselves, doing things properly and nicely.
See a car. Are we allowed to ask for lifts?
You're allowed to ask for lifts, yes, absolutely.
But
the mutant vehicle is allowed to say no. They don't have to pick you up because mutant vehicles they're not a taxi or an Uber or a bus. But if they feel like it, they can pick you up, and then they go. And they don't like it when you tell them where you want to go. You just have to go where it goes. Sometimes it just goes somewhere aimlessly because sometimes they just drive around just for fun of it. And if you get anywhere near that you want to get off, you can
consultant? How does one get to be a school patrollee or to volunteer with DMV?
DMV, we've got a sign up thing. I don't know how that went out, but it should be out in the public.
Yes, we've got the sign up sheet where people can volunteer to sign up.
Yes, there's sign up sheet. But I don't know how public that actually is. That's a good question, because that sheet should be going out to a lot of people. So yeah, we have multiple shifts a day, so there's quite a lot of volunteers that are needed. And it's a whole week long, from I think 10 in the morning till in the evening, and then after 7 and 8 again till 10 o'clock. The night shifts. And then that's anyone that comes to training on Sunday we can even train you during the week. So we're pretty open for everyone to come attend. And then schoolie patrollee, that's a much more internal thing. That's more tough to do that, and you've got to be a certain kind of person, because you can't get upset with people. People often can get very upset with you very quickly. So you have to be. You also have to have ranger training and fire training and first aid training, because also often the schoolie patrollees, because they're out, and especially late at night, 2, 3 in the morning, they are often first responders. So they've got a radio, and then they can call in at the medics or whatever situations are happening on the dinner run. Often schoolie are the first people there. So it's quite a challenging job, and it's late hours. And sounds like fun, but sometimes it's not fun, because you're driving in an open vehicle in the sun. You're driving an open vehicle when there's a sandstorm. You're driving an open vehicle at night when it gets chilly and cold, and having to deal with people that are on a different radio station to you is quite challenging. So we rather sign people up that have had more than that have done many registration shifts and actually have a good understanding about how the mutants are moved, etc.
Okay, just to wrap it up in a way, do you mind maybe also adding what Artefactory is? Let's not confuse it with Arteria.
No,
right?
it's not Arteria. Arteria is the creative arts department, dealing with all the artworks and all of those things. Whereas the Artefactory is the collection and archive of everything Africa Burn. So in terms of all the posters, all the t-shirts, we collect some of the moop and we display that, all the weird and wonderful things we have found at the burn, and also artworks, all kinds of things of interest.
Including the models of the TVs.
We've got some of the maquettes represented. We've got display boxes, so we put all the things out very beautifully. So all the pieces of burnt wood and melted glass and all of those things, we collect some of those and display those. And then we've also got a touchscreen computer, and then the archive, the history of Africa Burn is on that archive that you can then view and watch. Yes, you must. Come talk to me.
Coming.
So yes, so everything's on there. So all the years are, it's broken into years, and then you can see which clan was what year and who built it, and all photographs and videos and everything. So yeah, and it's a very nice thing. It's just touch screen. You go chicka 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 chicka.
Do we have it at the burn?
We didn't have it at the burn last year because we had some issues with just with the display and stuff. So then we didn't put it up. But it's coming this year. We've updated it. It's being updated as we speak.
So keep an eye out for that. Come to Artefactory. Do they come? Where is the Artefactory? Or is it a space?
Artefactory is a 12-meter container. It's next to the ice station usually, and it's got a wooden deck with a staircase, so you can go up on the deck. And then downstairs, the 12-meter container is basically we painted the inside white, and it's got lights inside, and it's like a gallery museum space. So it's got display boxes and all of those things.
So come through, come explore the Artefactory, come to DMV, and about any available Artefactory, DMV, and I guess Art Sodas, okay, Collect Sodas is part of Outreach in a way, so
yes,
they have to sign up for those for that as well,
yes,
to have Collect.
Exodus is a very important thing, and we're going to have some comms around that this year again. But that will only come out in a few weeks from now, telling people about the details of that. Yeah.
Just a hot tip, something you survive by. I'm sorry, it's in this.
No, it's quick. A good thing is just pace yourself. If you drink light beer, I as in low in alcohol beer, because you can last. Drink a lot of water. Try and also drink like isotonic drinks because you dehydrate very quickly there. So one of those things is yes, and then a good hat. You can't really keep out the sun, but try to keep out the sun. And just pace yourself and enjoy it and let yourself go. Let yourself immerse yourself in the environment and don't have a plan. Just go out and go for a walk and then disappear. That's the best part.
Not too far though.
So the surprises that you'll find, and that's one of my favourite things. Is you can even walk in the suburbs, and in the suburbs there's also lots of things happening. Theme camps that are tucked away, that are doing special, weird and wonderful things. And it's lovely, and it's nice meeting different people that you never meet ever. And we've got lots of people coming from all over the world, so you'll be able to meet people from the weirdest, strangest, and most wonderful places.
And most importantly, there was not move.
Yes, there's no MOOC.
That's
preferably take a MOOC bag with you. They do hand them out, I think, at the
volunteers booth.
At the volunteer booth. Go pick yourself up a lovely hand-sewn, handmade bag. You can put your drink in there, and you can put your MOOC in there.
And then, in terms of MOOC with cars, the DMVs?
They have to have a MOOC representative, and they've got some very strict guidelines around MOOC and soup. Soup is sound out of place because some of the big mutant vehicles have very, very big sound systems, and they also shouldn't be doing certain things with their sound systems. They should be kind of respectful of artworks, other camps, silent places. But yes, that's one of the reasons why we're there as DMV. We brief them and give them maps of where they can